Hey there, my name is Pravus and welcome back to more Hearts of Iron 4, The Great War. We are playing as Italy, and in the last video we won our war against the Ottomans. They just forced us to accept peace way sooner than I thought I needed to. I wanted to go for broke, man, but instead we got Northern Africa. Whoop-de-frickin-doo! That's gonna do a whole lot for me. Anyways-y-hoo. So we're gonna go ahead and continue getting some more support equipment, get some of these factories up, start building up the war machine. Soon enough, I'm expecting some sort of problems in Austria-Hungary. I think, by the way, I may be wrong, like 1912 is like the Balkan War or something like that, the powder keg, blah, blah, blah. I don't remember when the assassination officially took place, but yeah. Alexa, when did World War I start?
The First World War started in 1914.
14. Okay, 1914, fine, fair enough. I got that wrong. That's good. So, infrastructure effort? No. It's only a couple of infrastructure, not worth it right now. Go for more equipment, go for the support weapons. I think we go for support weapons. This will actually apply to 3 different levels of early support weapons. Oh wait, no. Wait a minute. Forget that. We wanted to recognize Albania first. Then we can go for Austrophobia and become really racist against the Austrians. That's what we want to do. I want to take this just... Bulgaria declared war on Serbia. Well, that faction didn't last for very long. I want to recognize Albania before it's too late, because apparently they're all trying to kill each other. So yeah, Bulgaria broke off and created their own thing. It's now the Anti-Bulgarian League. They renamed the Balkan League specifically to say, you know what we hate? We hate those Bulgarians, and there goes Greece and everything else. Oh, Romania's getting involved now. Okay. This is good. They also hate Bulgaria, it turns out. Man, everyone hates Bulgaria. Why did they start this war? What a horrible mistake. The Treaty of Bucharest, that was fast. Gosh, dang. Time is flying by. Look at all this nonsense. Jesus. All right, can we start training up some more troops? Because I feel like we need to do that. Let's go ahead and start training up some more troops. We need it. Oh, good. Upgrades to our artillery. So let's go ahead and work on that. That cost me some extra lumber, but who cares? I've got lumber to spare. So now we've got an upgrade for our artillery about a year ahead of time. I don't know how much good that's going to do me, but it is a thing. Could go for experimental anti-tank and anti-air. Don't see the reason to do that yet. Tanks, again, still not until, it looks like 1913. No. Yeah, no. 1.86 years ahead of time. This is actually 1915. All right. Fair. Motorized? Do we start creating fast things? I mean, I suppose we could. But it's not going to do me that much good against Austria, is it? No. Let's go for gas masks. I know this is ahead of time, but whatever. We got the research slots. Let's just go ahead and start doing it. I'll start producing some extra vehicles, though. I mean, why not? Maybe we can create some sort... Suffragettes. Maybe we can create some sort of a motorized division just for faster encirclements, and we can stop relying on cavalry. Because, like, who wants cavalry? Cavalry sucks. Cavalry's terrible. I mean, I'll go ahead and add on one more so it's at least a combat with level 10, but they're terrible. Who likes that? Blech. Blech. All right, plenty of equipment coming in right now. As far as motorized, if I were to take you and, let's say, duplicate, and then swap you all out for mobile, I don't even have that. Really? Is it under infantry? No. Wait, where are my wagons? What do the wagons count as? They're count as motorized, but I don't even have a motorized division. All right, whatever. Romania now declared a follow-up war against Bulgaria to say, screw it, let's just go ahead and beat them down again. Powder keg of Europe, indeed. Holy crud. When is someone going to get involved and smash these guys? They're causing so much tension in this world. America chooses new freedom with Woodrow Wilson. All right, fine. I've recognized Albania now, so no one better attack Albania until I do in World War II. Anti-Austria. So I could do this. I don't see this as being super high priority, but at least we've got it before it's too late. Free speech. We probably should develop the forts. Let's go ahead and get that trench warfare now. We had talked about doing that earlier, and I think I stand by it now. Let's get air support mission efficiency. Are there any more planes that I could build? I mean, I guess. I could get more airships. I could get some scout craft, but no, what I really need is fighters. 1915 is when I'm going to start getting fighters, and I can start going for proper air superiority. That's going to be really important for me. Really important. Let's go ahead and start rolling out some extra upgrades for my artillery. The good news is artillery isn't taking me any, like, tungsten or anything right now. It's just lumber and steel. Gosh dang, it's hard to believe how backwards we were militaristically back in the day, weren't we? And this was the turning point, historically speaking, for so much. This is when, like, people started to realize, like, how freaking terrifying and dangerous war was becoming. Was with trench warfare, gas, artillery. You know, this changed everything as far as warfare, and it's still such primitive tech, comparatively. All right, we're training these guys up pretty quick. How are we doing as far as my... Yeah, we can go ahead and train a few more. Yeah, let's just go ahead and train up a few more of these guys. I would love nothing better than to get rid of the cavalry and replace them with something else, but for now, this will have to do. Let's go ahead and get these guys trained up to become regulars. If we have any more garbage templates, let's go ahead and swap these guys out now. The Mountaineers, I could use a few boosts. That'd be good to have. I'd like to make them a little bit stronger. Mountaineers will make a lot of sense. They're, for once, a specialist I actually could get behind. I almost never use specialists in HoI4 because I just usually don't find it to be strictly necessary, but in this case, at the very least, 10 combat width makes a lot of sense to me. I don't know why these come with logistics companies. I care very little for that. Support artillery at least would make a little bit more sense. Yeah, that's so much more soft attack. Yeah, we have to do that. But beyond that, meh. I feel like if we don't do heavy artillery, there's no point in doing these. They're just not as good. No, I take that back. Wait. You have 17.9. Okay, actually I take it back. Now that we have ahead of time artillery, this is starting to look more valuable to me. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. Artillery's starting to become more valuable. More breakthrough, and a lot more soft attack. We're starting to run low on guns. Agadir crisis, increasing power of France, Morocco. Yeah, France is starting to have some colonial issues, I think. Chemical warfare, bonuses for gas masks. I mean, I was just researching that. Wish I had that sooner. Oh well. I'd love to get more free factories and stuff. I'd also love to get that research slot. We can have 6 research slots? Jeezums. That'd be good. When can we do Abyssinia? Not for a while. When can we do March on Rome? Reign of Terror. Oh. Hold the phone. I didn't even know we could do that. Alright. Well, apparently, if we go down this route, denounce Versailles on the winning side. Yeah, then so after we win the war against the Central Powers, we denounce France and then go down the historical thing. I mean, it's a thing we could do. I guess we'll go for free speech. Bonuses for industry. We can go ahead of time on something there, probably. We have some troops trained up. Good. Go ahead and create a new army with you. A couple of you go join up over here. We need a new general. I guess I'll take you as my field marshal, even if you're not as good. And the rest of these... For some reason, I'm not allowed to select who they get deployed to. Mass production. Henry Ford's ambitious desire to make the automobile affordable. One of the greatest contributions to the modern economy coming out of America is the mass production methods we got with Henry Ford. Another major turning point. More infantry equipment will be fine. We're a little bit low on a couple of resources, but I'll live with it for now. Not a big deal. There's counteroffensive. Okay. I could double up on more artillery. The thing is, if there was anything involving tanks, I would prefer that. But there isn't. We could go for attrition reduction, but I don't care about that. And I don't think I care about entrenchment, so I think I'm going to go for a doubled up artillery specialist so we get even more attack. It's the only thing I can think to do. 17% breakthrough. What a very specific number. I'm actually going to go ahead and spend military experience to get that. It's debatable whether that's worth it or not, but I'm going to. We're starting to finally catch up here on support equipment again. I think we'll get one more on early artillery. And we might actually want to take all of you and swap you guys to become artillery focused. And this will start to become my offensive army. I know we're training the wrong types right now, but I don't think it's really going to hurt me that much. And I'd rather go ahead and start training up some more troops. And I want some artillery that can actually punch something. Minister of the Colonies. Yeah, more factories and stuff down over here. Sure, why not? It says we need a lot for reinforcements. I don't know if I care too much. Let's go for more guns. We need to start trading for steel now. Not being sufficient on steel is a pretty big deal. Generally speaking, steel is one of those resources you really want to hold on to. Apparently, Romania and Bulgaria is a far more even fight. Thank you, Gigantic River. But it looks to me like Romania has the slight advantage, so they might be able to pull that off. We'll see. All of you are going here, and then you're going to also swap over to this. It's going to cost me most of my field guns. A lot of them, anyway. First flight across the Mediterranean. The French beat me to it? How dare they? It's fine. So, yeah, we'll be producing plenty of field guns here. We're starting to catch up again on infantry equipment. Yeah, we're starting to get there. All right. All right, things are looking good. I think I want to start producing some additional airships. I don't really care that much about scout planes, but I'll get some for now. I don't care about armored cars at all, and I'm still not going to commit to siege artillery. We're not self-sufficient on that. I'd have to trade for a lot of resources to make that work. And I just don't think that's worth it. Also, we're going to be finishing up with motorized relatively soon, so I'll be able to get rid of those horse and buggies, which I don't even see why we're producing any of these, to be honest. If they can't be assigned anywhere, then what's the point? I think they exist only for things like field hospitals. Yes. There aren't very many support companies that require motorized. I think field hospitals is one of them. So that's all it is. Bureaucracy, more factories, patriotic fervor. I mean, I like that extra recruitable population. We're certainly running through quite a bit of it. 2 more factories. Let's go ahead and focus on some more artillery for now. Mostly so we can roll out all the upgrades. We're starting to produce some extra stuff there. If I can get ahead of time on planes, I'd be willing to do that. I think we want to go for the light aircraft designer for the extra agility and max speed. And then close air support is good, so I guess we'll pick it up. There's the gas mask, the motorized, and some more encirclement stuff. Good. So we'll go for land night attack. We could go for recovery rate on our motorized and infantry. Oh, all of them. Yeah, recovery rate. Sure, all right. And then, yeah, let's go for early support weapons. We're not very far ahead of time, so that's just going to be a little bit faster. Bomb sighting will be done soon. And 1914, what can I pick up? We can get new support companies. 1 year away from being able to get tanks. 1915 is when I could get this tank prototype. This is what I want. Go ahead of time on this. Probably not a good idea. Could go ahead of time and start getting fighters. This is still too far ahead of time. So, do I go ahead of time on tanks or ahead of time on fighters? Truth be told, fighters are probably the correct answer. Gonna take a long time. I didn't even check to see if there's anything in industry and stuff. No, there's not. Yeah, it's so important having air superiority, and if I have planes being produced before anyone else does, that's kind of big. So I think that makes sense. More troops being trained up. Excellent. You all join up over here. This is going to be mostly an offensive army. Go ahead and train guys up to regulars. I feel like we might as well. Okay. What else are we training up? Anybody? Yeah, we are. We actually have the logistics to support continuing this training, so sure, why not? go for some extra airships. Bureaucracy is done. Patriotic fervor for more doctrines and the recruitable population. Yes, please. I would like to be able to field lots of troops. I don't think I care that much about ship design. If we have France on our side, how strong really is the Austria-Hungarian Navy going to be? I mean, we can check. They're fortifying the Prussian border. What, against Germany? Hang on. Oh, interesting. Hello. I don't think... They obviously didn't do this, so they must have taken a different path. They probably have boosted their relations with Germany. And they're going down here. Russian, I'm sorry. I thought it said Prussian border. Fortify the Russian border. Oh, well, that makes more sense. Got it. My mistake. I'm sorry. I get it now. With this field marshal, do I want to go for offensive or defensive? Probably defensive, weirdly enough. And then maybe recovery rate. Yeah. This general... Amphibious? This doesn't do me much good. You don't have anything. You have something. You I will make offensive and give you reinforcement rate for increased power there. Charismatic's another thing we could do. And that's it as far as our generals. Ugh. Yeah, Italy's not in the best spot here. Which makes sense. It's not like Italy was like the power broker of World War I. You know, Germany and France are the two you probably want to play if you want to have the most fun. Austria-Hungary could probably be really good later. But yeah. Alright. So anyway, as far as your strength, you got a lot of factories, way more than me. You got a lot of troops, way more than me. You do have a surprising number of ships. And you apparently do have some planes, although it looks like they are in the same boat as me, scouts and airship. Alright. So in 1914, we could go for an industrial boost, like let's say construction. 260 days is still kind of a long wait. I think we'll go ahead and get ahead of time on the tank prototypes now. Yeah, let's shoot for that. And we're going to be on time with everything else, so we might as well just pick and choose what we want to be ahead on. Okay, we'll get some extra scout planes going. Then I think we go for pretty much infantry equipment and some extra artillery. You can be swapped out now for motorized. Let's do that. And I guess I could go for some motorized divisions, but kind of meh. Why? You know? So let's go ahead and start picking up things like engineer companies. So we've got motorized now, technically. I'm wondering if you could technically swap these units out now for motorized infantry. Yes, you can. But if we did that, it takes motorized specifically. It says I have some in storage, but I think it lies. I don't know if it's allowed to use them. Maybe it can. Well, why couldn't it? Now that I think about it, why couldn't it? I am watching, by the way, that sure enough, we are losing icons sort of randomly as we go. So, massive effort. Meh. Limited rearmament. Meh. Reorganization effort. Better, I guess. Military factory and some political power I don't need. We're getting way more political power than I think is appropriate. Let's go ahead and start getting some forts, because World War I can break out soon. And to that extent, let's go ahead and go here. Now, the good news about our colonies in Africa is we're surrounded by British and French territory and or colonies, so they won't be able to do much. So I got very little to worry about there. So I guess we set up all of our troops here. Let's change your color. And actually swap you. Let's give you a fallback line along the river, just in case. And the cavalry... Cavalry, I don't know. Cavalry, maybe we can go for a naval invasion. Let's say over here. could see that being useful. Do something like this. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Only if Austria-Hungary gets, like, really, really bored and leaves their areas open. This scares me. There's kind of a lot over here. Let's see. Trenches are used to shelter troops. They provide a good defense bonus. When leading an assault, you should attack from multiple directions, so it's basically just a low-level fort. Which is basically what we expected. I'm going to go ahead and just build these in addition to the forts that I think I'm about to get. Because we might as well. Also, I didn't even see a pop-up saying that we had free civilian factories. I don't know why it didn't tell me that. These are pretty quick for me to build, is the good news. So we're going to be full on factories in Italy proper, which kind of means we have to go for things like infrastructure. And then they have no more building slots, so there's really not much we can do. Honestly, we're like almost completely capped out. How bizarre is that? I guess I'll go ahead and assign at least a couple of you over with the horses for now, just so that they can also get going. There we go, best I can do. So that's going to be my grand army. I really wish these Alpine divisions were going to be a bit better. If I were to make them stronger, we could afford it. Yeah. I feel like if we're going to have Mountaineers, we should just make them better, right? So they actually can fight in the Alps. We got the equipment for it, so let's just do it. There'll be 20 combat width. And then one more unit has no idea where to go. There we go. All right. So I've got 72, 81 military units. It's not great, because they got way more than me. I'd like to train up an entire new army of offensively based units. To do that, we're going to need what? Lots of infantry equipment and lots of guns. Not surprising. That's why I'm building up more military factories. Let's just see how many we can get. There's the forts. Okay, so now we're going to have some defenses. Real forts, by the way. Fortify Sicily or Sardinia? Coastal forts? I mean, this is Sardinia. Why would I need to defend either of those if I'm not fighting against the Entente? Invest in the civilians or invest in the military, then prepare for war, gain 100,000 manpower. Wow. Yeah. I'd like to get the equipment bonus so that I can get an upgrade to my guns themselves ahead of time without it being quite as punishing. As far as technology, we're still a good long ways away from getting our fighters or our tanks. But I'm getting the engineers, so we're going to entrench pretty heavily. He can try to throw himself against me. I just don't see how well that's going to go for him. You guys are able to go up over here, so you should, and we'll just kind of scout and prepare to bomb in the Alpine region. France Ferdinand is dead. There it is! The assassination of Archduke of Austria Este. The Crown Prince of the Austro-Hungarian Empire is dead. Alright, so, yeah, Balkan's about to go boom boom. I mostly want to take out their infrastructure and any sort of fort. Maybe air bases if they have anything in the Alpine region. That's what I want to strategic bomb. For all the good that's going to do me. So, yeah, World War I about to begin. Any minute now. That's going to be fun. We should probably just go ahead and get some offensive lines ready. And my goal basically will be to get to these areas of the river. If we can. Use the territory as much to our defense as we can. Yeah, we want to use defensive terrain. Something like this, maybe. These are the things we want to do. These guys, I don't know. They're just going to be fallback, so they don't take up too much supply. Although I'm not having any issues as far as supply is concerned. We got really good infrastructure. Speaking of infrastructure, I guess I could try to get some extra resources. We got coal and stuff, I mean, in a few places. But I'm not really hurting for much of this, except maybe for steel. Let's see, the best place to get more steel would probably be in Lombardy. Got any resources in Africa? 0, of course. Yeah, Lombardy, if you want to get some extra steel production, like 5 more, it might save me a little bit. Recon, yeah, probably. Signal companies, I think we'll go ahead and grab some upgrades to Recon. Mexico has capitulated. Hold up. So the Mexican opposition, democracy, just won. Are you going to rename yourself as Proper Mexico? You are indeed. And their former governor has left. Victoriano Huerta has led a successful democratic revolution. German Empire declares war on Belgium. Austro-Hungarian Empire declares war on Serbia. Belgium joins the Entente. So Russia is fighting against these guys. Germany is now fighting against France. Austria-Hungary is fighting against France. Hello! Independent state of Croatia capitulates. Hungary instantly capitulates. Serbia refuses their demands. And they just pulled all their troops off. So here's the fun thing. Do we honor the alliance and join Central Powers and fight against them or not? Nope. I don't honor the alliance. You should have given me Istria for free. But you didn't. Did ya? Republic of China joins the Entente. Really? That's interesting. Japan doesn't join anybody, right? No. Huh. So they pulled all their troops off. This is starting to make me wish that I had my claims. But I'd rather they just go ahead and exhaust themselves a bit more. The Qing dynasty just joined the Central Powers. We'll see how well that lasts. There's plenty of world tension now all of a sudden, by the way. Plenty of it. Don't suppose I could justify a war goal on anybody. Ah. I can't justify war goals against almost anybody. Bulgaria is the only other aggressor. Serbia was an aggressor. They're in the Entente as well. Yeah, makes sense. So the Entente is looking pretty strong. Without Italy's help, I would like to think the Central Powers are doomed. There's not many people. This is the problem with being a freaking democracy. I can't justify wars against almost anybody. What fun is this? Light support? Soft attack or hard attack? Well, obviously soft attack. In a game when most people don't have any hardness, don't have any tanks, you want to slaughter as many of the infantry as possible. Soft attack wins. Big time. How are we doing as far as equipment? Struggling a little bit. Jean Jaurès of France was assassinated in a Parisian cafe. Well, that sucks. Alright, so let's start looking for ways to antagonize Austria. I'm going to let them exhaust themselves against Russia for a bit. That's fine. A-okay with me. Let's do this. Anti-Austria-Hungary policy. Boom. See how that goes. More guns? Yeah, we're going to need lots of guns. We can pull back a little bit on support equipment, I think. But we need lots of guns. And we're going to need a lot of artillery. Also, we are out of lumber? How the heck am I out of lumber? I was really good at producing lumber. France, can you send me some trees? Thank you. Panama Canal is open for business. Well, that'll change a lot of things. Oh, boy. Mexican opposition declared... Pardonnez-moi? Alright. It's authoritarian Democrats versus democratic Democrats. What the heck is going on in Mexico? You guys okay over there? You having fun? War propaganda. More war support? Absolutely. Let's get that going. I don't really want to do the worker conditions as much as I would love to have the stability, though. None of this is going to work, yeah. Nah, we'll just go for war propaganda and just go ahead and start getting that war support up. Let us start militarizing units really fast. How you doing there against Russia? Looks like Russia's struggling a little bit. Russia's being a bit of a punching bag. Yeah, as they do. How they got some troops over here, I don't know, but the Germans are making some aggressive pushes across Poland. Yeah, we need to get involved in this one. Hey, France! Just so you know, when you're ready, I will be able to provide you a whole new front line to work with. A whole new front line. A new fantastic way to kill Germans. Field guns are the only thing we're now behind in. And we really need those until we get tanks anyway. That soft attack, man, that's 84 is going to be very important for me. So we're only struggling at least on a couple of these. I'm going to say top priority is all new equipment goes here specifically. Any operations we could do that would be fun. I mean, we got full 100% intelligence on the Austrians, but we still don't know how many troops they actually have. We could spend some factories to try and do something here. I guess I could have been doing this whole time. I didn't even think about it. Meh. It's not important. I'm sorry, intelligence just isn't that important. You can do funny things with it once in a while, but as a mechanic, it's just okay. We do at least have a bit more manpower thanks to some of my recruitable efforts, so we're good on that front. And we're about to train up a whole bunch of new units. There we go. That's a lot better. Okay. All of a sudden, things are looking alright. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a new commander since we need one. You'll do. Change your color to something else. You'll do. And you sit tight, because once I make my push across over here, we are going to wish that I had some backup units that can quickly fill in that front line and start pushing hard. The Qing dynasty is gone. That ain't good for the Central Powers, because that was one of their only allies. Alright, well, we're going to end this video here. We have plenty more troops being trained up. All of a sudden, I think I'm not quite ready to go toe-to-toe against Austria-Hungary, but we're getting somewhere. They are pushing very hard to the west. If I declare war, we open the front door for the Entente to make a push, getting around Switzerland over here, the Maginot Line still being absolute murder. So if I'm fast, we can make something happen here. But if we don't capitalize on this quick, we're going to struggle. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then I'd ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.